as we run through the starters, Jared, in heat race number 5.
Yes, it says Daniel Selleck. I believe it might be Brendan on behind the wheel for that. Well, confirm that one. But Selleck will start from pole, and Luke Smith in the NZ56 will start outside pole, as Harry Stewart and Ricky Cornwall make up your second row. Kai Walters and Bradley Oldfield make up your third row. Scott Reed and Brenton Bartlett make up the fourth row. There's a few cars missing from this one. McKendrick, Petska and Tyler. Daniel Petska, a very, very experienced campaigner with a wing on the roof. A couple of Ultimate Dirt TV teammates in this one. The reigning National Modified Sedan champion, Daniel Petska off the back. Harry Stewart, son of Rob Stewart, a very experienced open wheel racer. It's a dog's breakfast of a start, but Cornwall will try to throw it down the inside of Selleck. Selleck blasts straight through the slick stuff to the outside. And we stay green with this. There's a car on the infield and there's a car upside down. Flip count might get a run here, Ryan.
Yeah, that's Gavin Thomas in the Frank Packer inspired Pro 1 race parts. And I reckon the ambulance has been called for that. That was a big wreck as he lays upside down. And this might actually take some time to clear this wreck as we look at the replay. The Harvey Bay, Gavin Thomas does plenty work behind the scenes. Pro 1 race parts sponsored. Gavin Thomas, number 77, has got upside down. And yes, the ambulance is on the way over. And I believe the driver is A-OK. So that's good news. Word through from our infield crew that the driver is A-OK. Flip count has gone to 8. We need you to keep the flip count up to date for us throughout our broadcast tonight. And Daniel Selleck is the number 3 that you see at the front here of this field. Good looking field. Kai Walters, the current Australian Modified Sedan champion and King's Royal champion. Be interesting to ask Kai which ones means more, because I know they all want to win both, and he's won both, so I wonder what he's more proud of. It'd be interesting to talk to him about that one day. So we're not too far away from a restart. I'm loving the Valvoline looking car, the cars out there. Smalley, don't they look cool? I think Smalley's just popped out to get another box of Cheezels. He's rocking through the Cheezels, I'd reckon, Jared.
Yes, I believe that's one of the panic buying checklist over in Perth. Cheezels are high on the agenda, as Selleck and Luke Smith will lead us back to green. Ricky Cornwall, the flying mullet, or one of the flying mullets from across Australia, former junior sedan competitor and modified sedan racer. We're 5 wide, down the back straight this time. Walters gets the short back and sides from Bartlett. Walters gets stoved in, and there's big damage to the back of the national champion's car.
Oh, yellow. Yep. We certainly are for Kai Walters. He flat right rear, perhaps. He's got similar damage to what he had at the King's Royal, banging around the fence when him and Raymond put on an epic show. And Walters has got the rear end hanging out of this thing. He's junk. The Aussie title's done. The Australian number 1, I think, is going to go to the infield because he cannot steer this thing.
And Walters, probably not amused, unloaded into turns 3 and 4 the last time around. It'll be interesting to see the stewards call the Ultimate Dirt TV teammates there in the Valvoline colours rolling around. Walters' car crabbing awfully down the straight here at the track at Charlotte. Bartlett sent to the rear of the field with the big 56 on the door. Hard to miss the number on that one, and he could not hide. Pete Walters, get the checkbook out. True Design Homes going to have to build a couple more homes to pay for the repairs on that one.
Yeah, well, the Speedway pundit has said that he reckons that Peter Walters may be a little upset with that. And It's good to have so many people playing along in good spirits on our live feed. Daniel Selleck, West Aussie, is your race leader here.
Interesting word coming over the race receiver there. Walters sent rear for a mechanical black flag. He can stay out onto the racetrack, but the diff is basically hanging out of the national champion's car. So we're about to go back to green here. There's Walters scraping the paint off the back straight wall. SMI will be displeased with the dirt track at Charlotte paintwork being scuffed up by Kai Walters. We are back underway. Selleck leads and Cornwall throws the slide job straight away. Bradley Oldfield in the fifth one. Starting to make some forward progress as well. We're going to go 3 wide into turns 3 and 4 here, Ryan. The Ultimate Dirt TV teams, Harry Stewart and Bradley Oldfield, both sons of champion drivers and making a name for themselves in the sim world. And we have got carnage.
Yeah, that's Luke Smith, who's got all sorts of damage. He's actually running. He works for NZ Mildura. He does, and that's actually the livery that Cam first ran in the late model. Cam Waters ran in his late model. So thanks to just got a nice tip come through from Luke Eggett down there, Mildura, watching on, probably having a couple of cordials himself. Here's the replay right now, and he backs it into the fence and whack! And a big hit underneath, and thankfully it didn't burst the fuel bladder or the fuel cell. It's located in the back of the 56 here for Luke Smith, who will also have a crabbing machine by the looks. It looks a little ugly, Jared.
Yes, there are going to be some cars that will be a handful to drive in this heat race. It's the last heat of the first round for group number 4. Smith being sent to the rear of the field with a mechanical black flag also. Plenty of drama in this one here, boys.
There's plenty going on, isn't there? Absolutely crazy. Daniel Selleck is rolling around just at the front. We go on board with Harry Stewart here, who's looking out of the cockpit of the Ultimate Dirt TV team cars. This is a trick looking deal. You can see the tail tack right there. He's currently doing 3,300 revs. And all the temperature gauges look quite well. Actually, if they get damaged and the radio runs in the front, that the temperature gauges actually get hotter and they can lose power, believe it or not, as we get back underway with Daniel Selleck.
Yes, Selleck leads us away in the Gill Smash Repairs number 3. Blackwell race engines on the rear quarter with a pair of United Sim Sports Ultimate Dirt TV Valvoline cars running behind. The front 4 have started to check out on the field. Smith and Walters both with handfuls, and Luke Smith will pull to the infield and he'll be out of this one. Selleck leads from Harry Stewart, Bradley Oldfield and Ricky Cornwall, your top 4. A couple of young guns lead the way in this one. The battle for 5th is on, as Selleck runs a little bit lower on the racetrack and Harry Stewart tries to wind the car up on the top. The United Sim Sports team is starting to chase down the leader here. Teammates may be working together in this one, Ryan, but there's plenty of experience behind the wheel in iRacing, and they're going to put Selleck to the sword here in heat race number 5.
They're going to put him to the sword. It's a bit reminiscent of USA team cars in super sedans, and it's like the Yanks are ganging up on the Aussies right now. Selleck leads. Harry Stewart is right behind in the 11 right now. Terrific battle on screen. Stewart gets up over the cushion in the loose stuff and tries to get some drive there. We go on board with Harry Stewart here, who goes to the bottom. Can he make it stick? He'll throw the slide job up in front of Selleck, who switches back to the bottom, and they come down to get the white flag. There's 1 lap to run here. Selleck stays upstairs. Stewart goes a little higher again. What will he do? As he set him up for a monster slide job into turn number 3 for a grandstand finish here in heat race number 5. Selleck through the middle. Stewart, can he get the run off the line? He can't, and Selleck will win a belter. Harry Stewart will be home in 2nd position. Bradley Oldfield will finish in 3rd position. Ricky Corn will be next. Then Matthew Tyler Daniel Pesca off the back, McKendrick, Bartlett, Kai Walters, and Gavin Thomas finishes on the infield. Well, a epic and wonderful heat race. Number 5, a quick commercial. We'll be back with the next round of heats in Group 4.